Hey everyone, here we are week 11 and I wanted to show you how to create your citations for this week's module. So let's get on down to week 11. I can't believe that we are more than halfway through with the semester. This week you are going to be looking at the online catalog, and this is where you can search for print books that the library has and also for ebooks that we have. So some information, a few things to read, and a couple of videos. Then you're going to go ahead and post to the discussion board. Looks like we already have a couple of people who have posted. Let's take a look at part one of the assignment. Again, this week we have part one and part two. Part one is worth 15 points for a few extra points than what you normally do with part one. You have some kind of things that you're going to be looking for depending on whether you're looking for a basic search or an advanced search, a subject search, or by an author. And you'll be able to complete all of those. Here's where you're going to be working on the citations. You are going to be finding a print book for question number 10 and an ebook for question number 11. So let's take a look and see how you might go about doing that. So here for question number 10, it tells you to look in the online catalog for a print book on your research topic from week 1. Some people are still a little bit confused about that and have been giving me citations on multiple different topics. It has to be on the same topic. So I've been kind of doing recycling, so I'm going to stick with that. So I want to go to the online catalog. As you work your way through the assignment, you'll already be in the online catalog, but let me show you where that is on the home page. Right here is the online catalog. We'll click on that. And I'm just going to do a basic search right now, and let's put in recycling. You can see I already did it at one time, and I'll hit search. Here are some books that might look interesting. Here's one, Garbage and Recycling. This one was printed or published in 2012, so that fits within that 10-year period that I have been talking about. We don't want anything older than 2009. Here's one from 2007, so that wouldn't work. Here is one from 2009. Let's go ahead and take a look at this first one, Garbage and Recycling. Looks like it might have some information that would be useful to me if I indeed was writing a paper on research paper on this topic. This will be a really good one to look at because it doesn't have an editor or an author, but rather a book editor. So let's go and see how we might use this information. There's a lot of it. Right down here, just let me point this out. Here's the call number or the address of where you would find the book sitting on the shelf. So let's take a look at our assignment. So again, just go ahead and copy the elements that you need. There's hardly any for a print book. I'm going to copy that and paste it into my answer. So this particular book doesn't have, where is it? There it is. It doesn't have an author, but it has an editor. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this editor's name, and I'm going to copy it and put it into my citation here, but I'm going to put that it's an editor so that I'll remember to make that notation when I'm creating my citation. Title of the book is italicized, and so it's Garbage and Recycling. Who is the publisher? The publisher is Green Haven Press. I'll go ahead and grab that. I don't need the place of publication, just the name of the publisher. And I'll stick that here with a comma after it. There's my example. And my year of publication, that was 2012. And that ends with a period. That's it. Those are the elements that I need for my print book. Extremely easy. Let's go ahead and put that into a citation. So here we go. Let's minimize this so we can see. So I want to have Margaret Herons, but of course we know that it's for the first person. You do last name first. So H-A-E-R-E-N-S, Margaret, and I'll put a comma and editor. If I wasn't quite sure how to do that, I could look, let's go back to the library homepage. Remember that handout? We've looked at it numerous times before, and Mr. Peterson has given you a print copy of it and how to cite information. And if I wasn't quite sure, there's the example. A print book with an editor. So I want to put the first person's name with last name first, and then I want to put editor at the end. So I know that I'm doing the right thing there. All right, let's go back to our assignment here. So we have editor. Then I want to have garbage and recycling. You know, I can just go ahead and copy that because it's already set up correctly and paste it in, and that's italicized. Then it has a period after it. Then I want Greenhaven Press, except I don't want that italicized. Greenhaven Press, comma, 2012, period. Let's go ahead and select it, make it Times New Roman. We want to make it 12, and because it's such a short title, I don't have to worry about a double space or a hanging indent. So I will go ahead and select double space because I want to make sure that I get a double space for my next citation. All right, so there's my print book. That was pretty simple. So let's go ahead and minimize that, and I want to look down here. Now I'm going to look for an ebook on my research topic. So I can use an ebook found in the library's online catalog, or I can go to the database for the EBSCOhost ebook collection. So if I look here in my search, the way that I'll know if there is an ebook is it will say, let's see if I can't find one here. Electronic resource. So I could click on that, and here's the link down here, Springer link, that tells me that it's coming from this database, and it will give me the information I need to create my citation for this particular electronic book. But I think what I'd rather do is go to the database of the EBSCO ebook collection and take a look at that. So let's go to, we're going to back it up here. Research resources, we've done this numerous times. We've gotten most of our databases from these top choices. We're going to come over here now to under all resources, and under E there is ebooks from EBSCO. So I'm going to click on that. Excuse me. And here I'm going to put in recycling, and there are some ways that I could look at that word if I wanted to. Let me see those again. Recycling plastic, recycling benefits. I'm just going to leave it at recycling and hit search. And here are all these different ebooks. Here's one here published in 2013. Here's one from 2011, Recycling Processes, Costs, and Benefits. That sounds interesting. Here's the Economics of Recycling, 2012. All of these sound really interesting. Here's some more recent books. If I wanted to look at types of recycling of waste, let's go ahead and take one of these at the top here. So if I'm liking this particular one, if I wanted to read the book, I would click on the PDF full text, but all the information that I need is going to be right here. So I've got, let's go back to our assignment. What do I need? I need the authors. So it looks like we have one, Nielsen Charlene J. So let's go ahead and copy that and paste it into my answer. And we said her name was Nielsen Charlene J. Did I spell her name right? Let's take a look and see. Nielsen. Nielsen. There we go. Title of the book, Recycling Processes, Costs, and Benefits. There's a comma there. And benefits. And it has a period after it. Publisher, notice this is just the same format as we saw for our print book. Publisher is, where it says publication information, Nova Science Publishers. Nova Sciences Publisher, and it has a comma. Year of publication comes next, 2011. And then there's a period. Now, this is the part that we have to add. Which database are we getting it from? This is from the ebook collection EBSCOhost. EBSCOhost. Let's make sure I did that right. Yeah. Comma. And then I want to use the permalink. Remember, like we did before, I can't grab this up here, this URL. That won't get me anywhere if I click on it later. So I want to come over here, grab the permalink. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to, where am I here? I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to take off that HTTPS. Okay, perfect. All of the elements I need, and I want a period at the end. So let's get our document back here. We want N. Nielsen. Charlene J. She's not an editor. She is the author, so I don't have to put editor. I'm going to put the title, Recycling Processes, Costs, and Benefits, period. And I want to make sure that that title is italicized. Then we want to have the Nova Sciences Publishers, Nova Sciences Publisher, comma, and 2011, just following what I've written for my question 11. And then we want the ebook collection EBSCOhost, the database name, ebook collection EBSCOhost, comma, and that, whoops, try it this way, comma, and I want to make sure that that is italicized. And then I want to take that permalink. Let's go back and get that permalink, or actually let's just go to what I have here, because it is good to go. I'm going to grab that permalink. I already took off the HTTPS, so I'm going to copy that. Let's see if I got that right. And paste it. Oh, darn, let's take that off. Okay, and there's the period. And one thing that's missing, it's already double spaced, but I need that hanging indent. So I'll come over here, make it hanging, okay, and then enter. Ready to put my next citation in. These are in alphabetical order, HN, so I'm good to go with having my 2 citations in alphabetical order. I'd save that and then upload it to what comes next in the module. Scroll on back down to week 11, and there is part 2. And I've given you some information about what you need to do. You will upload it, and I will go ahead and make those corrections. So let's take one more look at the how to cite information. I want you to see that here's the example for a book that's an ebook. And here is an example of the template that you are to use, and then an example of how to create this citation. So you can refer to that if you need a little extra help. So I hope this answers any questions that you might have. Many of you have been coming and seeing me and asking me questions, which is awesome. I've introduced several of you to the folks up at the Panther Learning Lab, because they're happy to help. And just keep working away. Everybody's doing a great job, and let me know if you have questions. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.